Saturday night, Jaw Harp Live, where we are playing jaw harp and jaw harp style musical instruments. And we are also running 10 minutes behind schedule, which is okay. Sometimes family stuff calls. All right, I'm going to start by I've really been getting down on the Sean Jones. You'll see a lot of the upcoming videos. We're referencing the Mel Harpers a lot of times. We're meeting and playing in A2, and my Sean Jones is about the best melodic I've got in A2. I've also got a Babayev that I'd say is upper level as well. But there's so much responsiveness. I used to really go toward harps that only have a crystal clear bell ring with no sparkle, but I really like the sparkle. You can really play around with it. Raquel. Oh, hello, Joanne Leclerc. How are you? Welcome to Saturday Night Jaw Harp Live. Let's see. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi, fi, so. Oh, no, I went 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, hello, Bailey, 1968. How are you doing? What harps is everybody into? What have you been up to? Oh, the Harper, Porky Miller, how are you doing? My brain kind of shut off there for a second while I was playing. I was playing and thinking, and then I realized, I'm like, oh, I'm putting way too much pressure on the harp because it's clinking. One, two, three, slur it. Open, close, open. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the next one. Orchard Guy 80, how are you doing? SS Slinger, how's things going? How is the great out yonder? Me and my son found the coolest rock, went out for a walk. Look at this piece of petrified wood. And it's fascinating to know that petrified wood is a thing because there was a time period of the earth when there wasn't bacteria and funguses that were specialized in decomposing the newfangled invention of wood. So we got lots of petrified wood out of it. So Tommy Fun. I think that probably applies to everybody. Or so the legend says. Lucian Lavoie, hello, how are you? And we've got an upcoming unboxing for some Sean Jones. Just got them in the mail. I haven't tried them yet. Got a couple upcoming unboxings here, upcoming in a couple weeks of Veshkovich and then Mixmaster Mopple. I did end up keeping a Mopple or two. There was one Mopple I repaired and kept. Oh, here's a Estonian Palm E2. It was super duper clean. I kept an E2 and an F1. I ended up fixing the F1. The F1 got damaged in shipping, so I corrected it. His E2, the Mopple E2, is super clean, super dry. Trying to be getting those low open close because you have your dough up here, and then below that there's a tay maybe. Really trying to open and close and get the deepest tones I possibly can. And Raquel says, "Oh, loves the Mopple E2." Yeah, they're super duper clean. That F1 I've got. is nasty flexible. I really oh, there it is. I kept looking at it. I've got harps sitting next to me. You want to see how glamorous this is? I just literally have sitting next to me on the sofa or the couch here, bunch of harps. I try to rotate a few more in, but this weekend I've been rotating more into this pile and not keeping them off there. So there's becoming less room for me on this couch because of the harps. Here's the mopple that I ended up fixing. It got damaged in shipping, so I had to recrimp it. So there's some scarring on the crimp, but it plays fantastic. It's just super flexible and bounce. All the mopple I played pretty much played really super stable. Oh, this is another cool rock my son found. It looks almost like scales. I'm not sure what it is. It's crazy, and it's crazy smooth. It's a good time of year for rocks. The rocks are out. The petrified wood's out. Abdallah from Fargo, North Dakota in the state. Oh, cool. Somebody's from Fargo. SS Slinger says, I'm banging on the C2 Sharp 432 hearts tonight. Oh, cool. Is that a Haretdinov? Yeah, this I do believe to be petrified wood. But this one, I am not certain what this one is. I don't know if that's wood or what it is. It's got a very cool feel to it. Yourself. I like the name. Very, very ownership. Yourself says, does it damage the teeth for the long run? Yes, it can. If you're playing Snoopies, like them cheap harps you get off, and nobody plays a Snoopy for very long. They're very uncomfortable to play. They hurt. So yes, they can damage your teeth, but a good jaw harp, good technique, and good oral hygiene is you're going to be good. I know for people who have I've talked to people who have played for 40 or more years, no damage. TDS Harper says, first I thought it might be in the agate family. I have a dragon's egg that has agate in it. Hold on. This was a Grandpa Newell, or sorry, Grandpa Beb from the Grandpa Beb collection. I inherited part of it. This is what's referred to as a dragon's egg. It's a formation, and then it has an agate in there. A specialist said he had a hard time figuring out what it was, but he said that it has some type of agate in there. It's really cool. Up on my mantle, I'm always looking out, seeing this with other curious items. So yeah, rocks are cool. As a slinger says, an Ustinov. I don't know if I've ever played an Ustinov. How do you like the Ustinov? Yes, rocks do rock, but rock hunting and being a rock hound, it's a hard hobby. So I just being a rock hound and going out and finding rocks, you need to appreciate it. You should not take it for granted. There are so many rock puns. Comment below if you can think of any other rock puns or any other puns in general. SS Slinger says, I like them. Very stiff reeds, though. Oh, cool. TS says hard habit. Love that one. Oh yeah, it is. It's a hard habit to have. What's the difference in that? I think, okay, we're going, I'm there, I'm like, so I'm like, it feels like I'm flaring out my sinuses. It's like I'm pushing out and also pushing out on the center of my forehead. When I do the lower one, I'm pushing out on my diaphragm. When I do the upper one, I'm kind of pushing out on my diaphragm and pushing out on the center of my forehead. If it feels like you're flaring your nostrils, that's the feeling. Versus regular breathing, open, close. So we'll go back that. You can do the coolest, like lowering, rising tone thing where we're like, but with the harp. Yeah, it does kind of crackle. It's very, very clean, but it's got like a nasty quality to it, and that not like gross or bad, but like it's just funky. A harp like that's this bassy. Normally, you wouldn't play that aggressive, but this one like calls to me to play it aggressive because it just plays so well, and it's not as loud as some of the other harps in F1. Like Veshkovich in F1 is louder, but this one plays a lot. I can play it a lot faster because the gaps are bigger. They're tight, but they're not like super duper tight. Says, yo, I just found out about this instrument and now I'm here. Can you do a hard techno sound with it? Well, like, okay, can you comment if you can say a techno noise or a techno rhythm in the comments? I could probably we can go from vocal to a wind whistle and then do it on the harp, I bet. But a lot of the really techno things I think of are like what would be something to do good with that? Let's see here. Something mid-rangey bass. Like an off trigger. Oh, dude, the off trigger, he puts so much time in these. Oh yes, I agree. Boxcar Bets. It is a slippery slope. I started using jaw harps 8 years ago, and started making jaw harps, selling jaw harps. It is a slippery slope. Jaw harp. It's like your first jaw harp is like following the rabbit down the rabbit hole in Alice in Wonderland, or at least it was for me. Yes, welcome to a bunch of harp nerds and harp heads. So what was that? We were how would we do that? They're just like, it's like I'm saying TDS Harper says, I geek out with my Giga group, my Giga group. Oh, I like that. It's kind of like a hillbilly techno. Durham Mata says, "Are you drunk?" No, not drunk. No, not drunk. I'm on a harp session. So as we start breathing, and I encourage you, if you're probably not a harp player or not, Durham Mata, breathe with me. Breathe in and out. If you want to start to embrace the calming effect of the instrument, you can breathe like a. Hey, says, is the instrument easy to play? I just found out about it, considering to buy one. Yes, they are. Certain harps will have more of a learning curve, so certain harps will have less. Don't make the mistake of going on Amazon, eBay, and buying this one, the Snoopy jaw harp, Civil War jaw harp, Bluegrass jaw harp, Hillbilly jaw harp, First Note jaw harp, Grover jaw harp. But although not all Grovers are going to be Snoopy harp. But yeah, anything that looks like this, avoid buying. They don't play well. They're bad for your teeth. William Banks says, then I bought my Lighthouse. Oh yeah, Lighthouse is one of my favorite of the Glaserin. I don't play the Glaserin often, but yeah, my favorite one would probably be that. Says this instrument's supposed to be 4,000 years. It's been around a minute. I think some of the oldest ones found archaeologically were found in the Altai region of Russia, and they were made from horse rib bones. But also they're found all over Asia, also Indonesia, Papua New Guinea. Now people came to Papua New Guinea 50 to 60,000 years ago in estimated time, and they play a version of a jaw harp Did they take the technology with them as I think they went from Asia, if I'm right? Or did they find it by mutual discovery? Is a jaw harp like a drum, like a flute, like something that humans are bound to find out? Because if you put something in front of your mouth that vibrates, even the corner of a bow, it's going to. Our mouth is an excellent acoustical resonating chamber. We use it all the time for resonating our own voice. But yeah, let's play an instrument from Papua New Guinea, the susap. They have no idea how old these are. I believe the people of Papua New Guinea were in the Stone Age until about the 1960s or 1970s. And then they also had oral tradition. I don't know if they had any writing, so you just had oral tradition about this instrument. And these instruments will not preserve in rainforest environment. It's made of bamboo, so if it's left in the forest or left anywhere, it's going to continue to break down. It's going to turn back to dirt. And it's played, it has a string. It's a carved out tongue. This one's made by Steve Kinwald. I'm going to be getting my new custom. I've been waiting 2.5 years for my new Steve Kinwald susap. This one I've got is my favorite I played so far. But it's tapped. So I'm tapping it and using it like a fulcrum, and you put it in front of your mouth. This one has the steepest learning curve. It and the jingong, I think, have the steepest learning curve of any mouth harps I played it. Back. Let's play something from India. Let's go. We was playing a Ukrainian drimba before that. That was the Alexander Ovchenko. I really enjoy talking to that guy. Super cool. Him and his cat Anfisa, and then our cat Mita. We'll send videos late at night. It'll be middle of the night here in the United States, and then it's whatever time over in Ukraine. We're sending each other videos back and forth, talking about our cats and whatnot. But yeah, let's go on over to India. We need to go. I really haven't played a bunch of Morchung this week. And normally Morchung are heavy on my list. Here is, I need a really, really high-pitched one. Oh, there's a Gorkha. Oh, there's a Morsing. We're gonna hit a couple harps from India. Here is one by Mohan Lal. What's your guy 80 says Gorkharam draw start. Oh, Heather Easterling, how are you doing? Yeah, I do believe one of these Gorkha. Yeah, this one has a draw start. I got a Gorkha medium. Super ultra medium. This is the Mohan, his brother. Oh, Raquel's been playing Dream States all day. Yeah, the Mohan Dream States are killer. And that isn't a name he came up with. He just sends Morchung in different tones and pitches. We had to start categorizing him, so we start referring to him as the Dream State Morchung, because my Mohan Morchung around A1, I've zoned out on that harp so many times. Let's play his brother's harp. Let's play Mohan's brother's harp. This is, I believe this is an original Gorkharam. Now Viraram is making his son. TDS Harper said, I love some techno tutorials. Yeah, when I think about techno, I think about the same thing. Maybe I need to spend some time listening to techno music. Oh, I love that name, Bullfrog. I've seen bullfrogs this long. Those frogs get enormous. The Orchard Guy 80 says it's such an interesting thing to be like trancing out on the harp or just whatever, getting meditative with it, and like your brain kind of switches back to this, and then seeing comments and reading them, and you could probably sometimes see the wheels and gears in my head turning as the lights come back onto my eyes. Let's play a couple more harps. Let's go to another part of India. This is over in Tamil Nadu. They refer to this as the Morsing. The Morchung over the years, especially over the last probably 7 years, have branched out from being just really high pitched instruments to all the way into the deep bass, single octave categories. Morsing are still primarily being produced in the third octave, which third octave harps are really, really high pitched. Let's see. I'm going to pull out, this is the tuner I use. Mark Grouden suggested to me the Tonal Energy Tuner. Let's see what this is. I'm going to see if I can guess it. C or E3? I don't know. I'm not good at guessing third octave, so I should practice. We'll see. Oh, E3. Okay. And I should know that because I think I did an E2, E1, E2, E3 comparison. SS Slinger says, no, you do not have to. Oh, yeah, somebody answered. Okay, yes. Do you have any African ones? I don't have any harps from Africa. No. I think at one point in time they were made in the Middle East, in Iran, I've heard, and also Iran and Afghanistan, I've heard. I've heard Persia, wherever that is or used to be. But yeah, I don't have, and I'd love to buy a harp from there. People have commented so many times, oh, that's an an instrument from ancient Iran. I would love to purchase a harp made by an Iranian maker, but I don't think they're common, and I don't know if it's legal to buy things from Iran. So I'd love to get some instruments from that region, or if there are any jaw harps in Africa, I would love to try one, but I don't have any resources to do so. Joanna Leclerc says Iran is Persia. Okay, thank you for that. Was Persia just Iran, or was Persia a large portion? Mary Warren says hi. Hi back at you. How much does it cost? Oh, this one right here, a Morsing? Now, Morsing, I would not suggest starting out on the Morsing unless you're willing to jump into harps that are very, very stiff, because this is stiff. These are probably some of the stiffest harps I play. But if you get one with good, productive vibration, healthy vibration, really not a lot transferred into your head. You can definitely feel them on your teeth. But yeah, they're about $33 or something. Most of the harps I play are in the $40 to $120 range, but I play a lot of $50 and $60 harps. Abel Hap Shaban says, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, says, I think I can make one at home, right? You definitely could fashion up something harp-like, or even a jaw harp. Items of notice. You want an outer frame. If you want a toothplate harp, you want an outer frame of some type. Then you want a inner vibrating spring steel reed. So this doesn't need to be spring steel. It'd be incredibly hard to make a frame out of spring steel because it'd want, to spring back and wouldn't want to take a set. The outside's often made out of something softer, not springy, and the inside is made of a spring steel or something, or a piece of brass. And the tolerance is in between this part and this part, they need to be small. The bigger they are, the less sound you'll get. And you also, as you progress into making more melodic harps, you want a precise, proper alignment from beginning to end anywhere in the mouth area or anywhere you have gap. Out here, it could be off a little bit, not affect things, just so long as you got back into line here. But in general, I find when I make harps, I want to keep it flat beginning to end. As you have harps come out of flatness and have to reflatten them, the metal starts work hardening as you start moving it back and forth. So it starts, you'll run into problems later in your adjustment. But yes, you could definitely come up with some way to make a jaw harp at home. Okay, let's play one more harp. Here's one I made in my garage. This is a D2. Um, a D2 jaw harp Johnson. Anyways, we're going to wrap it up with that. Thank you to everyone who showed up. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. Make sure to keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them old. But most of all, be good to each other. I love y'all. And good comments in here. Orchard Guy 80 says, Thing Persian was all of Iran and part of Saudi Arabia and Iraq on the furthest reaches. But, oh, cool. And Dan Moy may be the best to try it and make. Yeah. People will even make them out of credit cards. A few items of notice. One, you're going to be ingesting some microplastics. Two, if you make it out of a credit card, don't use super glue, crazy glue, stuff like that. Those are not food safe at all. And you'll read on them like not for food safety, should not come into contact with your mouth or anything food's on. So make sure if you're making a harp, do not use those glues. And if you're using any adhesives or any chemicals, definitely see what is in them. Anyways, we'll end playing a D2 by me. In the harps I make, I concentrate on getting stable play that I can really aggressively get down on. And I will see y'all next Saturday for Saturday Night. Joe.